In this short video, I will be explaining annotated bibliographies, what they are and why we write them. Bibliography, as we know, is a list of resources that we are using for a research topic. These include books, journals, websites, even YouTube videos. These are also called references or works cited depending on the style of format that we are using. In APA, we refer to them as references. Usually, we just include the bibliographic information, including the author, title of the work, date of publication, publisher, etc. An annotated bibliography, on the other hand, also includes a summary and/or evaluation of each of the sources. Here is an example that I will elaborate on later from Ethical Standards for Outsourcing from the Journal of Accountancy. Note that there is a standard citation here, including retrieved from the website, and then a description of the article and an evaluation of that article and its helpfulness. Annotations do one or more of the following. They summarize, they assess, and they reflect. A summary of the work includes the main arguments. What are the main arguments made in this book, article, or chapter? What is the point of this book or article? And what topics are covered in this particular work? Secondly, we assess it. We evaluate it in light of our own research interests. Is it useful for us? Do we consider the source reliable? And is it of value in our present project? How does it compare with other sources in our bibliography? And what is the goal of this source? We might note the goal or objective of the source and any potential bias or flaws. We also reflect on this source in terms of very specifically how it fits into our research. How does it help shape our argument? Does it change how we think about our project at all? How could we use it in our research project? All of these things are directly relevant to our research interest. In this way, it is in no way, shape, or form like the abstract from the author. It is very much about our own research interests and the value of the present source to our research project. How we format an annotated bibliography in APA is the standard format for our annotations, for our bibliographies, and we have an annotation immediately following the standard citation. Note that there's no gap or extra space, but this is double spaced with a hanging indent. In this particular example, this is from a project on the business impacts of outsourcing for global companies. It may be further narrowed by industry, such as retail, in another section of the bibliography. You can have an annotated bibliography with subsections that have descriptive titles that would be useful to you in putting your project together. This student has identified a limitation of this study on French and German firms. Annotations like this can be used in a paper as you position the value of your own research. Why do we write an annotated bibliography? We write them to learn about our topic. You see what has been done in the literature, and you learn about your own research, how it can fit into the current scholarship. Secondly, we might choose to write one for publication to help other researchers. Extensive and scholarly annotated bibliographies are sometimes published. They provide a useful overview of the current research in a specific topic. You can look for one on your research interest to see if one has already been published. And we use them, particularly in this class, to formulate a thesis. Every research paper is an argument, and the purpose of research is to state and support a thesis. We use our annotated bibliography to inform this process as we refine and further reflect on our own research question. An important part of research is developing a thesis that is debatable, interesting, and current. Only when we have a good command of the current research literature can we determine how our own research can contribute to that literature.